YouTube's happening. It is Thursday, July 10th, and we're going to talk about baseball first today. We have 11 games on the slate because we do have a doubleheader in Baltimore because of the rain delay or postponement from yesterday because of the weather between the Mets and the Orioles. But then we have the rest of the teams here. You can see everybody right there. There are your games. We're going to break down the spreadsheet, props, everything we got to do, see if we can find some value. But first, we'll do a little recap of yesterday, and then we'll talk about what the challenge for today is because, man, yesterday's challenge was hard, wasn't it? So here's the plays like yesterday. Toronto they didn't want to be there. You could tell. Toronto might already be mentally be on their All-Star break because they lost to Chicago, the White Sox. Come on now. 10-game winning streak gone. Over Baltimore didn't obviously happen because it didn't have the game. Yankees hit the over. Boston team total hit as well. Cleveland team total hit. And then we have the strikeouts there. So you can see it wasn't the greatest day. It wasn't the worst day. It was a day. It was a Wednesday. What can we do? So, it could be better, it could be worse. If you want the plays typed out for every single sport I've done, or you want access to ye old spreadsheets so you can do your own research, there you go. It's there for you. You got to check out the HQ, simple as that. So now I pop over, and yesterday I understand the challenge. A lot of people took Boston, and I get it. I took Boston team total. It hit. It was a nice bet. I took Cleveland team total. That hit. Who thought the Phillies of all teams? The Phillies were the ones that are going to pop off for 13 runs yesterday. Who would have thought that? Because the damn sure wasn't going to be me, and it wasn't any of you either. Because I'm looking, Angels got 11 runs. They were second place, and then we had Boston at 10, New York at 9, Atlanta at 9. So Philly is the winner, and I went through all 200 it was about 200 comments. 2 people picked the Phillies. 2. So that might have been a little too hard, but hey, it was fun, right? So you know what? We're going to run it back, and guess what we're going to do? We're going to make it a little easier for you this time. Instead of picking one team, how about you just pick the game? Which game has the most runs? Now, if you're going to pick a Baltimore Mets game, you got to specify game 1 or game 2. You got to pick that just so it's easy. Otherwise, I don't know which one you're picking. So, but you have the games. We have all of it right there. So literally, it says 2 people. I'm probably doing 4 people. I feel like being generous. It's Friday. I get excited towards the weekend. What can I say? So enough of that. Enough of that. You know what to do. You know what to do. We got our games today. There they are. There's your choices. You got a 1 out of 11 chance of being right today. Yesterday was 1 out of 30. The day before was like 1 out of 3 out of however many players play in baseball. The day before that was a parlay. So yeah, it's getting easier per day because some of you need it. So there you go. 1 out of 11. Tell me which game. New York or Baltimore, you got to specify which game. Everybody else is pretty straightforward. So enough of that. We have our 11 games. Let's stop wasting time. Let's jump to the first game right now. All right, and let me show you why I decided to go with team runs, because look at our totals today. The main thing is 9.5, 9.5, 10.5, 9.5, 9, 9, 8.5, 8.5, 10, 9.5. There's supposed to be some high scoring games today. So hopefully it works out for everybody. First thing we got to do is we got to go check out the weather. Let's go see if that's going to benefit anybody here. New York, Baltimore, nothing. More rain, though. More rain, game 1. A little bit of rain, Minnesota. Baltimore, game 2, more rain. Cincy, you can see maybe some rain. New York, maybe some rain. Uh-oh. It might be a nasty day out there. So you can see there's no real wind to worry about, which is good. I guess it's equal. It's equal footing for every team. No team has like a Wrigley wind advantage going on. So that's pretty good stuff. So let's focus on the first game, which is going to be that doubleheader that we talked about already. Now, if you're new here, there's a certain aspect of doubleheaders I don't do, and that is play them. And why? Because doubleheaders are disgusting. Because you're playing 18 innings in a day at minimum. You might play more. You messes with your bullpen. It messes with the batters. Baseball players particularly are creatures of habits. And when you mess with the routine, they get all out of whack. So I try not to do it unless something just really stands out. So last time we had doubleheader was a few days ago. I took 2 plays in that doubleheader. Both of them were strikeout props. Both of them wrong. So I went against my own judgment. See, I'd rather just not lose than lose. So I'll show you everything though. But unless something just really jumps out, I'm probably not taking either one. So we're going to do both right now. So first game, you see it is New York 138. As a favorite with it 9.5. We come down here. Game 2, you can see is Baltimore's favored and 10.5. That's our 2 totals. Typically, they tend to split. I don't know why. I don't know if they agree on it. It's just kind of split. You get a win, I get a win, we move on. So no Mamba mentality with these teams at all. No. There's no Mamba mentality in baseball. There just isn't. I don't care. Let's see. We pop over. Let's go to the spreadsheet. Let's look at the numbers. Offense looking pretty good. Mets looking pretty decent. They're average, can't complain. Yeah, Baltimore's looking nasty. Good stuff. Let's go look at the pitchers in game one. Game one pitchers are going to be this one. And this is outlier. Link in the pinned comment. Click it, sign up. A week full free is yours. Simple. So Morton versus David Peterson. I do not remember if who was supposed to be out there today. I think it was, but when I originally took the 9.5, that obviously got voided out. So because they didn't play the game, hey, whatever. But still, we'll look at everything. Morton hits allowed versus the Mets. Mets are 13th in hits, so we could potentially look at that. We got to look at Peterson, see if grab his earned runs. To walks, and neither team's good at walks. Morton hits allowed 5.4 going up against the Mets, who are averaging 8.3 hits in the last 10 games for 13th. You don't believe me? It's right there. There you go. There's your number. You can see that. 5.4 and a 4.5 is not the best. I think we did. I think I saw double 4.5s. Let's see. Peterson earned runs 2.8, and then Charlie Morton. What's your earned runs, buddy? 2. So you've been better. Okay. Matchups: Morton versus Mets historically. Yeah, I don't remember this from yesterday at all because I would have saw this. Lindor's got 43 bats, batting a $140. Damn, dude. McNeil's batting 233 with 30 at bats. Anybody doing decent? Like Soto is batting 8 for 12 with 3 home runs and 2.2. See, Soto, that's a player. That's somebody we can look at. Actually, let's go and look at him right now because that is enticing right there. First game, Soto. There he is right there. Bang. There's a play. There's a play right there. I'm going against better judgment. I don't want to do it, but I want to do it. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. He's 2.6, which is over. It's a 1 cushion. He's looking good. Only 1 game was an over. Last 5 has been absolutely crushing. 3.6. Yeah. Sign me up for that. Soto on the HRR is going to be the first play of this day of the first doubleheader. I said I'm not going to play it, but guess what? The number said the hell you aren't. You're going to play this. Put Soto on your damn list. Okay, gotcha. Whatever you say, I will play that because those numbers look good. We'll see against righties. We see Mets history versus them. We got Baltimore versus lefties. There you go. And then Peterson versus a Baltimore. And nothing really jumps out here. So yeah, Soto's obviously the number here. Anybody else I kind of just overglanced? Viento's 4 for 5 with the home run, but it's only 5 at bats. I need double-digit at bats to really have some good history to look at. So Morton might have him a rough day against Soto. We don't know. But other than that, I'm not taking anything else in this one. I got my play. I got Soto. We're going to hope it works out. There you go. Let's move on to the second game. We're just going to show this again, and then let's go see what the props are for that one. It's hard to get props for the second one, to be honest, usually. So let's see if I can get it. Let's see that. Take that one off. And then, yeah, they ain't even got props up for it yet. Sad. Yeah, so there's no pitcher props at all because who is pitching? We got to find that out. Let's go see. Come with me. Yeah, that's gonna make it really hard. Yeah, because I was gonna take Saganu yesterday. That's right. And that's where they messed it up. They moved Saganu to the second game, the 5 o'clock game. The noon game is the first one. Yeah. Okay. Now we don't even know who's pitching for the Mets, and Saganu is the other guy. Yeah. See, this is why we can't play game 2. We just can't do it. Can't do it. So we got pass, no play on game 2. Sadly, hey, but we got 1 play. We got 1. That's more than I said I'd have. So Soto in the first one on the HRR, pass on the second one because obviously we have no information or props, and I don't really trust anything else in this one. So we're going to pass on that one and move on to the next one. All right, moving on, game, I guess 3 now will be Cubs in Minnesota, right? Yes, that is correct. Currently, we have Cubs 118 with a 9.5 total. We come over and look at our spreadsheet. We see our numbers. Cubs offense still doing good, but they've been losing games because Minnesota somehow is squeaking out wins in this one. Crazy. The Cubs offense is being stifled. So let's go and look at the pitchers and who's going to be going out there. So I can get rid of, let's change that to Cubs and Twins. Today is Chris Paddock, like a Craftmatic, and Colin Ray going out there. Paddock earned runs is 4 out of 5 times. It's hit over 2.5 going against the Cubs offense. That might be worth it. Let's see. Colin Ray earned runs. Let's take a look at you. Minnesota doesn't have really good offense currently. Paddock is at 4.2. 8.4432. The 2 looks good because it's next to all these bigger numbers. That's hilarious. And then we got to see Colin Ray at a 3.2. So Cubs have the pitching advantage, if you want to call it that. You got a 3.2 and a 4.2. Over. Hell, this might be a contender for high score of the day. A high score game right here. This might be the winner. Let's see. It's a 9.5 total. I'm already. What is the 3.2 and a 4.2? That's a 7-4 right there. You see the bullpen to give up 2.3 runs. I think they can do that. It's the bullpens. They're not the best. Paddock versus Chicago. Historically, actually pretty good stats, except for Kelly. Kelly's got 4 for 12, and one of them went really far with 9.68 OPS. All right, Cubs versus righties. There you go. Minnesota versus righties, and Colin Ray versus Minnesota. There you go. I I either like Cubs or I like the over. I think with these two pitchers being just kind of like these numbers aren't looking the best. Ooh, I think I kind of just want to go over. I think I do. I think I do. I think I might. I think I'll take the over tonight. Let's see, over 9.5. Let's go for it. Hopefully there's just a lot of high-scoring games today. I want some excitement. So, yeah, we're going to trust both pitchers to be kind of ass like they look like they've been lately. And let's see if they can keep it. Because if Minnesota can get some runs off, great. I think the Cubs will get some runs off, but I can't trust the Cubs, period, because they lost 2 in a row now. I don't want to take the Cubs money on. I just don't want to. I'm going to take that over 9.5. Right. Yeah, 9.5 for basically normal play. So 9.5 over. Next. All right, moving on to game 4 now is going to be Miami and Cincy, and this has just been high scoring every game so far. Who it was Cincy putting on Miami yesterday. It was Miami putting on Cincy the day before that. So there's heavyweight fighters going back and forth. Cincy 185, 9.5 is our total. We look at our spreadsheet, we see our numbers, and I don't know how because the offenses are not that good, but they're doing it. So what was the final score yesterday? The score yesterday was 7-2 Cincy. The day before that was 12-2 Miami. So, yeah, well, wildness, madness. Let's see who's pitching. Get rid of you two, change you to you, and we have Lodolo going up against Cal Quantrill. Lodolo has been giving up a lot of walks, over 1.5 walks in 4 out of 5 and 7 of 10 games. Miami is 17 walks, so we're not going to care about that. Strikeouts for 3.5. Come on, dude. Come on. No, let's go straight to earned runs. Let's look at the main event. Earn runs. Quantrill 2.4. He's been doing good ever since he started off rough. He started the season bad, but he's been pretty good, or pretty good overall, I would say. Last 5 out of 2.4, not bad. Lodolo, 2.6 on his earned runs. So we got a 5 combined. This would not be a game I would consider for the over on the day, but hey, they've been crushing recently, so who knows? Lodolo versus Miami. Historically, anybody pop off? No, not enough at bats. Not enough at bats. Lefties for Miami, there you go. Cincy versus righties, there you go. And Quantrill versus Cincy. Anybody pop off? We got a home run. We got 3 for 5 for Stevenson. That's not enough to count. And then we got a 1 for 1 for Benson. Nah, there's nothing there. Both offenses have been doing good. Both pitches are average. Both bats are average. I don't like this one, so I'm going to pass on this one and just move on to the next one. Cool. Next. All right, moving to the next one, which is going to be probably a big choice today. I think a lot of people are going to pick this game. Seattle and New York. Yankees. Currently, we got Seattle's favorite at 120. That tells you a lot right there. 9 is our total, but the Yankees bats have been crushing. They've won 3 in a row now. Look at the Yankees go, heating up for the break. Let's see. Let's go to props. Let's see who's pitching today. Why are the Yankees dogs? That's the main question. When your bats are that hot and Seattle's not, who is pitching? That's got to be a big difference. It is Stroman going out against Wu. Oh my God. Stroman gives up runs. Yep, contender for the day. This might be the highest scoring game. Wu strikeouts. Now, typically I would say, oh yeah, I'll take that against New York. New York's only 17th in strikeouts. They're actually better at home. They're in the 8 area. They're right in average. They're an average strikeout team this season. They're not the bad team they were last year. So Seattle's actually a little bit better too. They're not the bad team they were last year either. They were in like the 9-10 range. But we're about to have the All-Star break. We'll see what happens the rest of the season. So who knows? Let's look. Let's look at Stroh's numbers real quick. Stroh, yeah. See? 3.2. Now given these 3 were April. Remember that. This is since he's been back. 1-3. So grain of salt, I guess you say. Let's see. Let's look at Wu and his earned runs. He's given up at least one game. He got rocks, right? Yeah. Last 4 he has not. No wonder Seattle's favorite. Wu has been nasty. Now it was Pittsburgh who can't score runs. Texas who couldn't score runs at the time. Minnesota couldn't, and I think Boston was in the red at this point. This wasn't number 1 Boston. Number 1 Boston would be here. This is 4 weeks. This is what? 3, almost a month ago now. Boston wasn't even close to number 1 at this point. So Arizona, I don't remember where they were. So. And he's pitching those innings. So, yeah, man, Wu's pitching great. So, great pitching versus great bats. I don't know. Let's see if there's a particular matchup we can take. Stroh versus Seattle. Anybody? Cal. Over 7. All right, big dumper. That's not good. Rayleigh and Canzone both have home runs. So does Randy. Randy's on 214, dude. Come on now. Let's see, Roddy's for Seattle. There you go. Yankees versus Odorates and Yankees versus Woo. Judge is 375. What is that? 3 for 8. Quick math. Oh, yeah, no home runs. Damn, he does own the Yankees, doesn't he? That's why Seattle's favored. 100% because of Woo. That is it. Damn, I was going to take this game. I was going to take the over in this game, but I saw this. But now I'm scared. I can't do that. Woo's too damn good, right? No. Yankees have all the offense you need. Woo has all the pitching you need. So outside of that, I mean, can I take Yankees in like the last 3 innings when the bullpen comes in? Because other than that, I have nothing else I'd want to take in this one. So we're just going to pass on this one. Move on. Next. Moving on. Number 1 offense, first number, 19 offense because Tampa's falling off. Tampa and Boston. This is fun. It's a fun matchup. Tampa, I guess it's a pick 'em. I guess with a little bit, you can get some good juice on Boston. 9 is our total. Let's look at the numbers. Number 1 through everything except for OBP. 1, 1, 1. Yep, galore. Lots of ones. 19th for Tampa at 3.9. That ain't good. 9 hits, 7. They have fallen off. Remember, they were really hot for the whole month of June. July has not been the last 10 days. They have been struggling. So they're still one of the top teams. Come on, they're still doing pretty good. So let's pop over here. I didn't realize their record's better than Boston's. Damn, Boston on a 6-game winning streak too. Damn. All right, see y'all. Man, the AL East is wild, isn't it? So let's go over here and look. We got Bueller and his earned runs against Tampa. Go to oh god, it's a Taj Bradley day. Oh, this is my contender for over the game. Over. We got Bueller and Bradley. Oh my god, these two dudes can absolutely suck on any given day, worse than anyone pitching today, guaranteed. This is Bueller's last 5, 4.4. And then this is Taj's. Taj, 6, 5, 3, 3. Yeah, he does not like Baltimore. Baltimore just beats him up. Other than that, yeah, I'm going over this one. What's the total on this one? 10? 9? 9? Yeah, let me go and type that bad boy in. Over 9. And this will most likely be my particular entry for high score of the day. So this is for fun. I like the energy. So did I get home runs right? No. Did I get my pick right yesterday? No. I didn't do Nerfy though. I should have. Let's see. Bueller versus Tampa historically. Anybody tee off? Diaz is one who got a home run, but that's all he's ever done. And then a lot of nothing else. Righties for Tampa. Boston versus righties. Taj versus Boston. Actually, not bad. Not bad. Duran's got a 364, but everybody else is kind of struggling a little bit, but not many at bats. So I still got to go for it. I got to see it through, my boy. That is a lot of, that's a 2-way, and then Bueller has just been terrible. That will help Tampa's offense. I can see this easily hitting 9. This is so far my favorite play of the day. So Tampa, Boston over 9. Next. Sliding on down to Chicago versus Cleveland, and hell, this might be a contender for lowest score of the day. It just might be. I took a live bet on Cleveland team total 2 days ago, and it hits. We took Cleveland yesterday as the team total 3.5, and it hits. How many runs they end up with yesterday? That was Wednesday. Yeah, they swept Houston. How did Houston get swept at home? I don't get it. Just against the worst offense. Wildness. This is baseball for you. Who knows? Anyways, we got Cleveland slightly favored. 8.5 is our total. We go to our sheet. We see our numbers, and woof, that's a lot of red. That is a lot of red. 1-1. They beat Toronto. They swept on the road. They're on the road now. That they went from Houston to Chicago. Buddy, that is a 6.6 average combined between them. Boston, I think, has more than that by themselves. So that's crazy. Let's go to the pitchers. Who's going out there? And we see it's Guardians, White Sox, and we got Cannon versus Logan Allen. Both of them, for as much as they can't hit the ball, you ain't striking them out either. They're both top 4 and top 10 in strikeouts. Not bad. Pretty good. So Cannon earned runs, we're going to look at those, and we're going to look at Allen earned runs to see if anything stands out. Cannon is at a 3-2 in the last 5 games. That ain't good. That ain't good at all, but he did miss a little bit of time. You can tell he missed a good part of June. So since he's been back from injury, he's been pretty decent. And we come over here, we see Logan Allen. He's at 2-2. So average, a little bit better. Both are above average, I guess I'd say. Cannon versus Cleveland history. Manzardo has a home run in 5 at-bats, and then we have a home run for Kwan, and we have a home run for Jones. But nothing is really standing out like the Soto line we saw earlier. So righties, you can see how they do. Chicago versus lefties, and Logan Allen versus Chicago. Again, nothing really standing out, and I don't like this game. I don't like it at all. What's the total on this one? 8.5. Mm-mm. Under? Under? Hell, part of me kind of just wants to take Cleveland team total again. Can I get 3.5 again? Because let's look at Cannon real quick. Cannon, he's been okay. What's his head-to-head versus the 2 times he's faced Cleveland? They beat him up. Let's, you know what? I said it was. Let's do what I've been doing. I'm gonna trust my pop theory. So Cleveland was 30th for a couple days, and they popped. Yesterday, I said in the video yesterday, you saw it. I said Atlanta's gonna pop eventually. They're 30th. They will pop. I didn't expect it to be yesterday, but they popped, and all of a sudden, boom, like 9 runs. So we'll probably take the Atlanta offense too today. So let's go and take a look at. Let's see. We want this. We want team props. We want Cleveland runs, and we want. It's 4.5 today, not 3.5. They bumped it up 1. I think I'll still take it. We're gonna trust the process here. Trust the process. Cleveland team total over 4.5. So if I do that, is that smart, or should I just go ahead and just take Cleveland to win the damn game? That might be just as bad. Well, that might be better, because this might be a low-scoring game where they kind of shut down Chicago too. Chicago got that win. They win like every 1 of 3 games. They got to win, so they'll probably win 1 more before the break. I don't think it'd be this one. So Cleveland, where'd it go? Down here. Cleveland 130. I think, you know what? I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna keep the team total, but I think I'm gonna put Cleveland in the money line parlay. Yeah, I'm still gonna do one. But we'll throw Cleveland in that for now, and then we'll move on to the next game. All right, moving on from Chicago, we're going to St. Louis and Washington, and currently it is 140 St. Louis with an 8.5 total. I have not cared much about this series, to be honest. Washington's offense looks good. St. Louis's pitching has just been better, so their offense is not good. It's just kind of just a mid matchup. That's all it is. Let's go look at the pitchers, see if there's anything that stands out for us. Nats and Cards, and we got Soroka versus Mikolas, and look at all the green of just absolute garbage. Earned runs and earned runs. Let's look at both of those first. Neither team strikes out much, so I don't care about strikeouts. So let's just go straight earned runs. 3-6 for Michael. That ain't good, especially the 7th spot last time. It was Boston, so grain of salt. And then Mikolas, 8. This might be contender for high score. Over. We got 4-8 in your last. How are you still a starting pitcher in baseball? There's got to be better pitchers. I understand Colorado not having the talent. It's Colorado. We get it. You play for St. Louis, who's 5 games over 500. How are you still pitching? You should be designated to AAA or something. And you right behind them. You ain't that far away. So let's look back over here. Yeah, Washington's offense can do good. What's our total looking at? We're looking at a 8.5. I'm taking it. Let's go look at let's look matchups. Load it. Thank you. Mikolas versus Washington. Bell has a 34 at bats, 294, 2 homers, 7 ribbies, and an 895. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, not bad. That is what, basically 10 out of 34, 11 out of 34 with 2 home runs. We could look at that. Let's go look at that. Soto, go away. Let's change that to this one. See what Bell's numbers look like. That would be this game. And then we go doop, and then see if Bell pops up. Nope, we got some Newt Bar, we got some Abrams, and some live. No Bell, he's right here. He's right below it. Let's see. Sometimes 6% doesn't matter with this one. We go last 10, we go HRR, 2 average on a 1.5. Last 5, he has a 2.2 average. Not the best numbers. There's better things out there probably. So, yeah, we're gonna leave that. Look at that. I'd rather take the over in the game than take that. If that makes sense. So, Washington righties, there you go. Seattle versus righties, there you go. And then Michael Soroka versus St. Louis, nothing. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to look at the earned runs and go, damn, that's a lot of earned runs. And damn, that's a lot of earned runs. And we'll say, you know what? You add those two together, 4-8 plus 3-6 comes out at 8-4. The total is 8-5. So if they do what they're supposed to do on their averages, the bullpen's got to give you 0.1. It's Washington we're talking about. Washington will leave you in there. They don't care. So we're going over 8-5. This might be my favorite play now. So, oh man, I might just have an over parlay. Just do that next. All right, next up we have Atlanta and the Athletics. You can see currently it is Atlanta 150. 10 is our total. We already said we're going to look at their team total as well because they were in the 30 spot. Even though it was one day, they hit that, they bounced, they popped, and now look, they're 24th. So we'll still look at the team total though. They won the game. They A's crushed them 2 days ago, so they both crushed each other back-to-back days. So let's go look at the props to see who's pitching, because that matters a lot. We go boop, 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 and we go JP Sears versus Strider. Strider does have the highest strikeout number of the day. Every pitcher is starting at 4.5, 5.5. Mostly there's like a 3.5 out there, but Strider has a 7.5. What? I guess it does make sense when you just realize, yeah, there's strikeout numbers. Uh-oh. And let's look at those strikeouts. 7.5. Yeah, Sears is 3.5. I knew that. So, but everyone else is like 4.5 and 5.5. So Strider, his number 7.8. You can see what he's done. Now against Colorado, he struck out 13, but that was a month ago now, and you can see the rest of it. Let's look at the matchups. Sears versus Braves. There you go. Braves versus lefties. Yep. And then A's versus righties, and Strider versus nothing. Actually, Wins has a home run. Wow. Okay. Other than that, there's nothing too impressive. There's nothing on here that really stands out. No, nothing at all. So Strider strikeouts could be a play. It's 7.8 on 7.5. That, and it's 154. Damn. I almost thought about making which pitcher strikeouts the challenge today. Then I saw this and I said, whoa, one dude's way higher than the other, and he's favored to do it. Oh, no. Would it hit? Maybe, but I want to keep it as close to even as possible. And that is so. They're saying he's favored to have 8 strikeouts. That is kind of crazy. I ain't buying it. That's a lot. I ain't buying it. Let's look over here at JP Sears. His earned runs been pretty good. 2. Come over. Let's Spencer. What's your earned runs? 1.8. You're both good. Okay, so no over in this one. Let's go look at their team total just to see. Because I said we're going to do it. Let's do it. Matchup, player props, team props, Braves. 5.5 is our total. Ooh, can't see it. There it is. 5.5 is our total. Do we want to? I don't know if I can do that. That's a lot based on these numbers and everything. Going against JP Sears, who is pretty damn good. Let's look at. Does he have a head-to-head matchup? He does. He gave up 4 earned runs the one time he faced him. So I think I'm going to pass on this one. This does nothing just saying play this. There's nothing screaming take it. So we're going to pass. Be smart. Next. All right, 2 games left, and we are sitting on. Is it 2 games left? It is 2 games left. Yeah, we got Texas Angels now. This was a high scoring. Angels had 11 runs. They almost took the crown from Philly. Almost, but not good enough. Angels, Texas is a slight favorite, 116 with a 9.5 total today. High scoring again, looks like. Both teams average to above average of bats, especially Texas 3rd in offense. All of a sudden, look at them go. Let's go look at the props for the pitches to see what we have happening in this one. Rangers and Angels. Patrick Corbin versus JK. Corbin gives up a lot of hits. He is facing the Angels, who are 12th in hits. That could be a play. We'll look at it. JK. Earned runs. Let's go to earned runs for him. Corbin hits 7 on a 5.5. Angels are 12th and hits at 8.4, and they're at home, so it could be a play worth. It could be worth. That's the best I can say. Let's look at earned runs real quick since we got them pulled up. Not too bad. 3-4 for him. Who knows? And then JK earned runs is at 2.6. So we're at 6 combined on a total of 9.5. Let's look at matchups, see how everybody does. JK versus Texas, and there's your numbers. Garcia has 4 at-bats and 2 home runs. So he's just having batting practice out there. 2.5. He either hits it far or he's out. Yeah, that's yeah, okay. Texas versus righties, there you go. Angels versus lefties, and Corbin versus Angels, and no one for the Angels have teed off on him, huh? He's actually done pretty well against everybody. That's concerning. All right. Still, it's 9.5. Why is it? I don't trust Corbin. I don't trust JK either, to be honest. Head to head, those are the 3 times JK's faced Texas, and 3, 3, and 4. That's pretty average. You have faced 4 and 1. Man, now we got options. We got, oh man, so many different things to do here. I don't know what I want to do in this one. There's so many. What is this? Let me alone. I am busy. Did you see? Yeah. Okay. Texas, LA, 9.5. We go back here. We look at this numbers. I mean, both above average. It's 9.5 total. You got Patrick Corbin on the bump. I like the hits for the Angels potentially. He's been giving up more hits lately too. He was better, but now he's starting to be a little worse. Damn, he's been under 3.5 every game but 2, and that was against Baltimore and KC. Everything's too close. Everything's too close. I'm gonna be smart. Again, sometimes the best play is no play. Just remember that. Sometimes the best play is no play. Yeah, pass. Next. Okay, one more game and we are out of here. Is going to be Padres and Diamondbacks, and we see it is Arizona slight favorite with an 8.5 total. We go to our spreadsheet, we see our numbers, and both offenses. Oh, hello, 30th ranked offense. Are you gonna you're gonna pop soon? This is what happens when you get down to 30. You tend to pop. I don't know if they're gonna pop this weekend, but they're gonna pop eventually. And because the average is down, the hits are down. Uh-oh. 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 So let's go look at the pitchers from this one, see who we got out there. Eduardo's pretty good against Vasquez, who's pretty good himself. So we need to go earn runs and earn runs. And then we got this. We see, yep, Eduardo got popped for 8 against Casey. Casey popped against him. See, on 4th of July, this was Casey's pop day. They popped off for 8, 9 runs. Before that, they were 30th in offense, just chilling down there. And yeah, it doesn't matter who the pitcher is. We just saw Cleveland pop against Hunter Brown. The pitcher means nothing when they pop. It's just the bats click. They figure it out, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. So it's crazy. Vasquez, you can see he's got a 2.4. Eduardo's still great. He's still a great pitcher. Let's keep it real. Well, is he? Hold up. That's why you zoom out a little bit and take a look. How is he good though? He had a 8, a 6, a 4. This is in May. He did good in June, but then you get him out of June, he is ass. Oh, buddy. All right. Yeah, let's go here. That's not. Those aren't good. Those aren't good numbers. Arizona seems to struggle against Vasquez. Righties for Arizona. There you go. San Diego versus lefties, and Eduardo versus San Diego. Did they tee off? They do not. All right, let's look at Vasquez numbers. Earned runs, 2-4. Strikeouts we got to look at because Arizona's 29th in strikeouts. Did you see this? 29th. Damn, that's a lot. Let's look at it. Vasquez, what you got for strikeouts? 1 strikeout in 6 innings. Are you even a real pitcher? You might be a position dude, pretend to be a pitcher. I can't trust that. Not a chance in hell. No, I'm not going to play this game either. We're going to, get the hell away from me. That's disgusting. That's just nasty. Ugly game, good pitching. That might be bad pitching. I don't know, for real. No one stood out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 passes. I have 5 plays today. That is preposterous. That is just not good. So let's go do a money line parlay while we're here. So, all right, back to the top. I'm not going to take one in the doubleheader. Not going to trust that. Not a chance. Minnesota Cubbies. I'm going to throw the Cubbies in here. This might be a bad decision, but guess what? I don't give a damn. We need something in there. I'm taking the better bats and the better pitching, technically. Even though I got the over, just still money line parlay. Yankees, Seattle. Man, Woo's good, but the bats are good. Do I dare put the Yankees in a money line parlay and sweat all day? I mean, I'm going to sweat today if they're in the parlay. What time do they play? That's a good question. 7:05. Okay, I don't mind sweating that much at nighttime. You know what? Let's throw them in there and just see if it fills out nicely. Then we got Boston, Tampa. I mean, Boston's throwing the worst pitcher of the day out there with Buehler going against Tampa. I can't trust Boston today. Just can't do it. Then we go Chicago, Cleveland. I have Cleveland on here. I'm taking Cleveland off. I'm scared now. Just no, not doing it. Watch the White Sox go on a winning streak all of a sudden. St. Louis and Washington, that's a hell no. Let's see, A's and Braves. Strider's supposed to strike out 1,000 dudes today, supposedly, but I mean, sure. But the A's offense is still pretty good. I can't. No. Angels, Texas. Now we're in the area where I pass on every game. So, and then we got, that's not even a game today. That's a game tomorrow. Man. Maybe I take Mets Baltimore game 1. You know what? It's the first game of the day. It's, let's sweat a little bit, right? Let's go look at that again. Oh, but damn, the Baltimore's team's so good. Oh, so good. I can't. All right. We're going to do something. Did I leave Cleveland in there? That feels disgusting. But guess what? Sometimes you got to feel nasty. So let's do it. We're going to go, boop, we're going to go Cleveland. That gives me Chicago, the Yankees, and Cleveland. Not an absolute nasty moneyline parlay, but guess what? We're going to do it. Why not? That's 3 games. Better than nothing, right? Exactly. So, all right, let me hide that. Do this. That's it. It's a very weird day. Be cautious this weekend because some of these players are focusing on their 4 days off. Remember that. So, yeah, just be cautious. Don't push things you don't need to push. So, if you don't like my plays, don't take the plays. Easy as that. Do the research, though. Take the research. Make your own plays. Simple. So, enough of that. Schedule. Now, tomorrow, let's see, that was Thursday. We want Friday on this list now up here. Tomorrow's Friday. We got a whole bunch of games tomorrow. Usual Friday stuff. I'll be back tomorrow. Appreciate you being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Remember in the comments to put which game has the highest score. Combine. That's all you gotta do. Combine it. It's simple as that. Try to make you got a 1 out of 11 shot. Pick a game. Remember, you gotta pick between game 1 or game 2 in the doubleheader if you're doing that though. So enough of that. So there's your games. I appreciate being here. Outlier, check that out. Get you a free week. HQ, get the plays typed out or access to the spreadsheets. It's all there for you. And let me know in the comments if I missed anything, if I overlooked things. I'm not perfect. I know this. I made mistakes. And I will see you tomorrow on Friday for some more MLB. And then we will do the drawing that first thing in the video. We're going to just get out of the way. I know somebody only here for that. I got you. No worries. So we'll do that first thing, and then we'll go from there. See you tomorrow. Peace.